Hi guys. So for Christmas this year, we had a new member of the in-laws club. The in-laws club is basically all of the partners of my partner's family. It's quite a big family and Christmas is a big deal to them. It's pretty full on and, you know, we give a lot of presents and that's really awesome. But for Andrew, who was new this year, Grace's new partner, not so new now, he knocked it out of the park with the presents and he gave me a bottle of Bogart's bitters. And what I thought was quite cute about this was on the box, there's some recipes from Professor Jerry Thomas's The Bartender's Guide, How to Mix Drinks from 1862. So what I thought I would do is I'll try a couple of these out using my little bottle of bitters and see what we reckon. So obviously what's quite funny with this is like a lot of the measurements are not how we would do it nowadays. So we'll see if I can decipher them and, you know, how we go. So as far as I'm aware, Bogart's bitters has kind of been recreated by the bitter truth that was used in a lot of these old recipes and it stopped being made, but they've sort of brought it back to life a little bit. And I think you use it more like you would like an Angostura or, you know, actual cocktail bitters as opposed to an Amaro, but I'll just have a little taste to make sure that I'm thinking correctly on that. Yep, it's definitely very bitter. So we're just going to use that in small quantities. And the first one that caught my eye here is called the Japanese cocktail. I'm not really sure what makes it Japanese because it's made with brandy, but let's give that a little try. So it says just to build in a small bar glass. So I've got that. And then we're going to go 1 tablespoonful of orgeat syrup, which I should have. So I've got that in here. I'll find that's probably a tablespoon or so. And then half a teaspoonful of Bogart's bitters. So that's probably going to be a little bit trickier. I've got a little teaspoon here. Probably use a bar spoon for that. And we're going to go just a dash. I reckon that's about half there. What's next, Professor? 1 wine glass of brandy. So I'm going to say that this would probably be an excessive amount of brandy. I think the wine glasses must have been a little bit smaller in Jerry Thomas's day. So maybe we'll try a little like tumbler's worth here. And the team are doubting Jerry Thomas behind the camera here. They don't think it sounds very good. All right, I don't want to knock myself out, so I'm going to go probably like a double shot there. I guess it's kind of like a brandy old-fashioned sort of twist. 1 or 2 pieces of lemon peel, so leaving that up to me there. I'm assuming that's more of a garnish. I don't get the full kind of amount here, but, the full technique here. But I'm going to use my bartender reasoning to assume that that's what he meant and give that a little stir. Then it says to fill the tumbler 1/3 with ice and stir well with a spoon. And say ice was like a little bit of a more rarefied resource back in those days. So I'm going to do a pretty normal amount of ice in here. And then stir. Do my couple of lemon peels. Let's give it a try. It's actually delicious. So yeah, essentially like a little kind of nutty, and then brandy is obviously a bit fruitier than whiskey, so you got the sort of nut and fruit elements. And then the Bogart's bitters is, I would say, like a little bit more delicate than Angostura. It's not coming through heaps. I would honestly almost even go a little bit more. But yeah, Japanese cocktail. So now you know. Now let's see what other ones on here could be fun. Do I do a gin cocktail or a whiskey cocktail? I've already made a whiskey cocktail today, so let's try a gin cocktail. So for this one, we're gonna shake it, apparently. And we're gonna do 3 or 4 dashes of gum syrup, which I'm assuming is just like sugar syrup. Not too sure how to quantify a dash, so I might just do 4 little strawfuls here. And then a wine glass of gin. So I did actually find that down here it does have some measurements. So a wine glass is 60 mils, so I did it correctly last time. And then we have 1 or 2 dashes of curacao or orange liqueur. And then I should have brought my glasses for this one. It's Squeeze a lemon peel. Fill 1/3 full of fine ice, shake well and strain in a glass. I'm just gonna have a little taste on this one because I have my doubts. I feel like I might want some actual lemon juice in here. I guess it depends what you're going for. It kind of tastes like a sweet martini. It's not disgusting, but I don't love it. So I'm gonna add some lemon juice. Sorry, Professor Thomas. And wait, I just realized this one didn't even have the bitters in it. I should have done 2 dashes of that as well. Apparently reading's not my strong point. That was quite a big dash, so I'm gonna stick with that. 3rd time's a charm. That is delicious. So, not the prettiest color in the world, but I think as it is that kind of more delicate bitterness there, it actually balances really nicely with the lighter flavor of the gin. Not 100% sold on this one still, probably won't make it again, but good to try. And then this one is a delicious little twist on an old-fashioned. So thank you, Professor Thomas. Thank you, Andrew, for my Bogart's bitters. So now you know.